Also here at 5:30, former Michigan State star basketball player Keith Appling is going to spend the next 18 to 40 years in prison after pleading guilty to second-degree murder.
It completes a very steep fall for a man who once had such a bright future ahead of him. Grant Herms following that story for us. Appling's attorney, Grant, made one last attempt to try to throw a wrench in this.
Devin Christie, in fact, it was Appling himself who stood up and asked his plea of guilty to be withdrawn. The judge here clearly irritated. The lawyer for Appling apologizing after the sentence was handed down. The judge clearly not buying what Appling was selling here, giving him the maximum sentence. In an 11-minute hearing today, the fate of a former MSU basketball star was decided. Keith Appling pleaded guilty to the murder of 66-year-old Clyde Edmonds, who he shot to death in May of 2021. The 31-year-old was a star basketball player for Michigan State, who played in the NBA G League and played 6 games for the Orlando Magic in 2016. Since then, his career on the court has come to a halt. But in court today, a twist. Appling tried to withdraw his guilty plea, saying he didn't have a full understanding of what he'd already signed.
I fully understand the plea at the time, and I didn't have enough time to really go through and get a better understanding of what I was pleading to.
The judge then accusing Appling and his attorneys of purposely trying to delay the sentencing, alleging a pattern of trying to slow the entire case, saying the case had a disturbing aura of delay, and saying the defense at one point filed 2 competing motions that he called a laughable example of professional hypocrisy.
I don't want to think the worst of you or the people representing you, but it certainly appears to me that your motion to withdraw your plea is nothing more than a ploy to try to delay the inevitable or delay the wheels of justice as though they haven't been delayed enough already.
The judge quickly denying Appling's ask and sentencing him to 18 to 40 years in prison. And Appling was also sentenced to 2 years for a felony firearm charge, although that was already served while he was in jail pre and during his trial. His girlfriend here was also already sentenced to a 1.5 year probation for lying to police officers. She was accused of driving Appling away from the scene of this murder, but then pled to a lower charge. Devin?
You got it. All right, Grant.